Welcome to beautiful Santorini in Greece, guys. Before everyone gets too excited, let me show you something. What? It's packed, but it still looks amazing. So here we are. Don't get deterred by the fact, like this is pretty much every touristy spot you go to. Of course, when we look at those iconic photos and videos, sometimes it's shown a lot different to what the true picture is. So this is nice as well. I mean, if you're just chilling in your own little world, who cares? Can't avoid people. It's 7 billion of us now, so it's hard to miss. So at times it does feel crowded, but usually it's just a bit of a traffic jam because the streets are narrow at some stage or some point. It does clear up. Initially when I saw uphill, different street, but the one that led me here, it looked like, oh geez, should I go there? But it did clear up. See, there we go. So I think depending on, because sometimes they're selling like ice creams or souvenirs or something else, like, well, people just stop and it just kind of like causes a bit of a funnel, but it clears up pretty quickly. And there's a lot of tours. So if you see a massive line, you don't have to follow that because that's usually part of the tour. So they're gonna stick with that leader. You don't have to. You can keep punching through the traffic. Oh, gotta make a right decision to come here. Yeah, this is what I mean. So it's not rude, it's okay. They're part of the tour, so they're gonna follow their lead. But you don't have to just hang around. Unless you're part of the tour. Of course, when you're part of the tour, they take you to these places and give a bit of a history, a bit of information, so that's why people are lining up. We're getting there. It's about 6 p.m. I think the sun's going to set about 8-ish. That's the usual time on this island, this part of the world. These kind of alleyways, so when people stop, they're like, oh, what's there? And that causes the traffic. But it does clear up. Like, look at this now. It's smooth sailing from here. That's where it is, You're stopping at these little shops, little gems and stones and jewelry and ice cream, souvenirs, clothes, olives, drinks, pubs, you name it. Everything's here. So of course, you can take one of these aisles and explore that part, or just keep going. Once I get my head around this part of the island, I'll come back here and I'm trying to give you another tour. A bit better with the navigation. But at this stage, it's just, I'm seeing as the first time, just like you are. This video, I mean. If you've been there before, then of course you know. Been there, done that. Is it hot? Yeah, but not ridiculous hot. But it's warm. What is that? Another reason for a lot of people is not necessarily everyone you see here on the island is actually staying here. There are a lot of cruise ships. They stop by, get people off the boat and give them a few hours, and then they can go in, explore, have a look. And then they go back on the boat and continue with the journey. So I think the island at times would have less people than other times. But it clearly depends on those cruise ship timings as well. You know, spots like these. Can you see anything pretty here? Yeah, not bad. You usually find when there's a group of people taking a photo in one location, everyone tends to just go there and follow the herd. Because everyone thinks that must be a good spot. Well, here it is, the Mr. Donkey's here. I think back in the days, donkeys would have been a mode of transportation, mostly for the goods. And you see a lot of these little donkey toys and whatnot. This is this chilled place. See, I didn't know they got a different color scheme as well. I thought it was all whitewashed, blue roofs, but got a different color here. Where are we even going? I have no clue. Hopefully we'll end up somewhere nice. If not, you're getting to explore the tiny little streets of the island. Slow and steady. Traffic jam.
Μαρία, πόσο το πήρες το δαχτυλίδι?
Esa defensiva.
No, defensiva estás tú.
Right, looks like we're approaching the bend. There's a spot over there. I mean, this whole place is beautiful. You can't go wrong. Find yourself a good spot and
Look that way as if he's taking them.
up and down and lift weights. So no one's entrusted to come here. Why?
Oh, thank you so much.
Because the wall's high and it's not as pretty. It's under construction of some sort. We'll keep going. Is that a windmill? I think it is a windmill. An old one. Yeah, now I know why less people are here, because it's think it's more like a residential for locals by the looks of it. We'll have a look. They say no entry. That way. Oh yeah. Oh, hang on a second. It continues.
Ouais. Attendez, on va voir où est le resto déjà. On voit si c'est mes filles, elles voient.
That's a cool spot there. Exclusive beanbags. I wonder what does that say? Maybe don't stand behind donkey, is gonna kick back or some shit. I don't know. That donkey looks happy. And dead end by the looks of it. But I said that like 3 times already. So I could be wrong again. So far, I have realized, I mean, this should be common sense. If you want good photos and stuff, you should be finding a spot that's not looking into the sun. Easier said than done. I mean, it's easy to get carried away when you look at the crowd. So I think about this time in the evening, go left, I think. Because when you take photos, you actually, pointing or looking to your, which direction, depending. This is what I mean. See, the sun's kind of like that way. So if you walk to the right, where I did, then you're not going to get this. But instead, this looks nice. Oh, here, someone took a good shot. That's nice. Where is it? Look at this. That's amazing. Now I feel like I'm in Greece. When I was in Crete, I was kind of disappointed. Not fully, but that was very kind of like I can't say touristy, but obviously it's a main township, so it wasn't as pretty looking. On the other hand, this side of the world, Santorini, it's pretty. And I think I see the church with the blue dome. So majority of the people, I think it's wrong to say majority, but it's very common that people stay in Fira, which is where the boat, the harbour is. This morning when I arrived, and that's well connected. That's where that's pretty much central in terms of connecting to the other parts of this island. This part is a bit more like romantic. honeymoon, that kind of vibe to it. I mean, look at this. But again, this is a little bit more expensive than, not a little bit, I think it's decent price. Then the Fira is very common, and there's another place which is near the airport that's even more chilled. That's where the beaches are. So if you intend to go for swim, or if the beaches are your vibe whilst you're here, that's where you want to go, closer to the airport. But if you like beautiful sunsets, this place. I don't think I'm going to get it right today. I think I might came across another cool spot. This could be private again. It's nice. Man, it's warm. This is going to be a hell long of a video, but at least it will give you a bit of an idea if you're coming up here, or in general just pretty.
Taxi for you, mate. Oh, you're best. For a taxi, brother.
No, good brother, thank you. I think that's private. Change course. But yeah, if you stay in Fira, it's only 15-20 minutes on a bus. They do have timing, so you gotta be mindful of those. Or you can rent a car, motorbike. There's also a push bike trail, which I was gonna do before when I was thinking to stay in Fira, and I was gonna follow that track on a push bike and, you know, follow the coastline. But I ended up staying here, so I don't think I'll do that. It's pointless. I thought, you know what, I'll stay on the actual place where I actually want to spend more time. But it's definitely doable. If I wouldn't have found accommodation here, I would have stayed in Fira. I think that would have been my first choice in absence of this whatever that is. Saying that, guys, I think this is it. This is mostly, can't go wrong here. So stay tuned. Tomorrow's going to be more stuff coming up, and I might also get a sunset. Have to find a good spot.